Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 6 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter multiply fractions, and the lessons we're going to cover from the chapter are multiply three or more fractions and whole numbers, estimate products of fractions, whole numbers and mixed numbers, multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers, and multiply mixed numbers, right? So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So let's just start with the lesson. Here I am on grade 6 math. The chapter we are working on right now is multiply fractions. Let's just start with the lesson, that is multiply three or more fractions, whole numbers, and multiply three or more fractions and whole numbers, right? So basically we're going to learn how do we multiply more than one fractions and whole numbers, right? So start with the first example, that is 1 by 3 times 2 by 5 times 1 by 2. So multiplying fractions is very easy. You simply have to do numerators time numerator and denominator time denominator, right? So you have to do 1 times 2 times 1. Here it is 1 times 2 times 1. And then you have to do 3 times 5 times 2. So simply multiply them. 2 times 1 is 2. And 5 times 2 is 10 and 10 times 3 is 30. So that is 2 over 30, right? You can divide them by the common factor 2. So that is 1 over 15, right? So let's just start with the test questions. Okay, the first example is 2 times 2 times 1 over 2, right? So we have already learned that if you are given with a whole number, that means that doesn't have any denominator. That means it has the denominator 1. Either you write 1 or either you don't write 1. That is exactly same, right? Now you simply have to multiply all the numerators and all the denominators. That is 4 over 2, and you can divide them by the common factor 2 and you are left with 2 over 1, and that is 2. The correct option is 2. Got it? The correct option is 2. If you already know the answers, you already know how to do. So solve it on your notebook and write the correct option in the chat box. Multiply 3 times 3 times 2 over 5. So how do you multiply? Which is the correct option? You have to multiply all the numerators, right? So simply multiply the numerators and the denominators. So that would be, okay, so let's just multiply all the denominators and then all the numerators and then all the. So 3, that means their denominator is 1. 3 times 1 times 3 times 3 over 1 times 2 over 5. Multiply all the numerators 3 times 2 and all the, that is 3 times 3 is 9 and 9 times 2 is 18 over 5. You can divide them. So when you divide 18 by 5, 5 times 3 is 15 and here you have 3. That is 3 whole 3 over 5. The correct option is 3 whole 3 over 5. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? That is option number. That is the chapter name is Multiply Fractions, grade 6 it is. And the lesson we are on right now is multiply three or more fractions and whole numbers. Got it? The correct option is for not the next one you have to do on your notebook and then write the answer in the chat box, right? I'm waiting. Which is the correct option? 1 by 3 times 2 over 5. The correct option is which is the correct option? No one is answering. Grade 6 math it is. The chapter name is Multiply Fraction. Chapter name is Multiply Fractions. Grade 6 it is. Let me just go back. Okay, for this one that is 2 over 5, right? Let me just show you. See here I'm on grade 6 math. Just scroll down and here is the chapter Multiply Fractions. That's the chapter we're working on right now, right? And the lesson we're working on is multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers. No, multiply three or more fractions and whole numbers, right? Okay, good. Okay, that is the two. That's one we already did, right? We're working on question number 3 now. 4. This one is 3 whole 3 over 5. I remember the answers. Then the next one is 2 over 5. And here is the next one we are on right now, right? That is 1 by 3 times 1 by 3 times 1 by 2, which is the correct option. Please solve the questions on your notebook and write the answers in the chat box. Which is the correct option? That is 1 over 18, right? You have to multiply all the numerators and all the denominators. So the correct option is 1 over 18. Multiply 1 by 3 times 2 by 5 times 1 by 2, which is the correct option? You have to multiply all the numerators and all the denominators. No one is answering the questions. I am asking, right? You have to do 1 by 1 times 2 times 1 and then 3 times 5 times 2. So that is 2 over 5 times 2 is 10 and 10 times 3 is 30. You can divide them by the common denominator, that is 1 over 15. So the correct option is 1 over 15. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is estimate products of fractions, whole numbers and mixed numbers. Let's just start with the next lesson. That is estimate products. We have already done with estimating products this earlier this week. Let's just start with the test questions. You simply have to estimate them and then you have to multiply. Okay, the first one is 3 whole 7 over 8 times 651 whole 2 over 5. You have to estimate them, right? First, just look at the first fraction, 3 whole 7 over 8. Look at the fractional part, 7 over 8. That means most of the portions are colored. 7 out of 8 are colored. That is greater than 1 over 2. So you can round off this 7 over 8 to 4, right? Okay, then you have 651 whole 2 over 5. You have to estimate this number to the nearest number that would be easy to multiply. So you can 651, that is greater than 650. You can round off this number to 700, right? And then you have to multiply 7 times 4 is 28. So the correct option is 2800. The correct option is 2800. You have to round off the numbers to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100 so that they are easy to multiply. Got it? The correct option is 2800. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 4 whole 1 over 10 times 50. You are given estimate the product. Round the first factor to the nearest whole number and round the second factor to the nearest 10. You have to round off to the next one, to the second one to the nearest 10 and the first one to the nearest whole number, right? So this one you have to round to the whole number. So 1 over 10, just look at the fractional part. 1 over 10 means only one portion is colored out of 10. That means this is less than the half. So you can round off this number to 4. Now this one you have to round off to nearest 10, 56. That is more than 55. You can round off this number to 60. 6 times 4 is 24. That is 240. You cannot easily understand because you cannot do the practice questions. We have done this estimation lesson in the last session earlier this week, and you have the same problem with this because you haven't done the if you covered the lesson in the last session, then you can find this one easy for you, but no one is doing practice questions. What can I do then for you? All I can do is to explain again. I can do, you have to round the first number to the nearest whole number. Whole number is 4. Just look at the fractional part, that is 1 over 10. 1 over 10 means only one portion is colored out of the 10. That is less than half. So, because the fractional part is less than half, you have to round this number to the same whole number, that is rounded off to 4. The next one is 56 whole 4 over 9. You have to round the second number to the nearest 10. 56 is greater than 55, right? That means you can round 56 to the next 10, that would be 60. 4 times 6 is 24, so that would be 240. Basically, no one is doing the practice questions. The problem is this. Because earlier this week, I did the estimation lesson, and most of you have the same problem. But still, no one done the practice questions. No one contacted the tutor. No one joined me in the interactive session. So now today, you have the same problem, right? Practice makes a man perfect. What does these lines mean? You're not doing practice questions. So estimate the product. Round the first number to the nearest whole number. So look at this one. 8 whole 3 over 7. Basically, 3 over 7 means I can't do everything from the base daily. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Only 3 portions are colored, right? 3 out of 7. That means this is less than half. Keep watching then. So because that is less than half, you have to round on the same whole number. It would be rounded off to 8, right? This is 394. You have to round this number to the nearest 100. So 394 is around 400. So you can round off this number to 400, right? 8 times 4 is 32. So the correct option is 3200. The correct option is 3200. The correct option is 3200. I know no one is doing the practice questions. Estimate the product, find the round the next number to the nearest whole number and then multiply. The mixed number you have to round on the whole number. It's up to you whatever you want to do. If you want to just watch, if you want to do the practice questions, it's up to you. I'm here to explain and I'm doing my job perfectly, I know. Maybe not perfectly, but I'm trying to explain. But still, if you are not doing practice questions, what can I do for you? 3 whole 7 over 8, that would be rounded off to 4. So 4 times 6 is 24. The correct option is 24. The correct option is 24. I am the teacher. I know everything. My responsibility is to explain, and I try my best to explain. Your responsibility is to do the practice questions. You are not doing, so nothing, no one can do anything for you, either me or either the other tutors, if you are not doing the practice questions. The next one is estimate the product 2 whole 1 by 4 times 9 whole 1 over 3. Round each factor to the nearest whole number. You have to round off the numbers to the whole number. 1 over 4, right? When you need to round off the numbers to the nearest whole number, you have to look for their fractional parts. Just look at the fractional part 1 over 4, right? 1 over 4 means that is less than half. So you round off to the same whole number, it would be rounded off to 2. Then the next one is 9 whole 1 over 3, right? Again, the fractional part is less than half, so you have to round on the same whole number. 9 times 2 is 18. The correct option is 18. Thank you, Yeshwa. The correct option is 18, right? Estimate the product. Round the first factor to the nearest whole number. Round the second factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. So, which is the correct option? I just don't want to discourage you. You can ask questions, it's your right. But it's your responsibility to do the practice questions, isn't it? Am I wrong? The correct option is 160. Estimate the products. Round the first factor to the nearest whole number. Round the second factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. And also, you have to learn how to respect your teachers. 5 whole 5 over 8 times 54. The first factor you have to round to the whole number, it would be rounded off to 6, and 54 is rounded off to 50. To 6 times 50 is 300. The correct option is 300. You can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. You have to multiply the whole numbers and the mixed numbers, right? Let's just do the first one. 5 times 4 whole 4 over 5. Okay. First, you have to convert the mixed number into improper fraction, right? How do you convert 4 whole 4 over 5 to improper fraction? You have to do 5 times 4, this 4, right? The whole number times denominator, and you need to add the numerator, right? And the denominator is same, right? So that is 5 times 4 is 20 and 20 plus 4 is 24 over 5, right? So that is 24 over 5. Now you have to multiply like you multiply the fractions. 24 times 5 and numerator and denominator time denominator. You can cancel them right now. Here is 5, here is 5. They are dividing. You can cancel them right now. Or either you can multiply or divide them by the common factor. It's up to you, right? So the correct option is 24. The correct option is 24. The correct option is 24. The next one is 6 times 9 whole 1 over 2, which is the correct option. That is 6 times 9 whole 1 over 2, right? Convert 9 whole 1 over 2 to improper fraction. So that would be, you have to do 2 times 9. You need to add 1 and the denominator is same. That is 6 times 2 times 9 is 18. 18 plus 1, that is 6 times 19 over 2, right? So you can do 19 times 6. 6 times 9 is 54. 114 divided by 2, right? 2 is the common factor, divide them by the 2. That is 57 over 1, and the correct option is 57. The correct option is 57. The next one you have to solve on your notebook and write the correct option in the chat box, right? I'm waiting for the correct options. Multiply 4 whole 9 by 10 plus 4 whole 9 by 10 times 6, which is the correct option. The correct option is correct option is 29 whole. 29. Hold on. Okay, let's just do it on board. I can't guess the answer like this. Okay, 10 times 4 is 40 and 49 over 10 times 6 over 1, right? And 49 times 6 over 10. 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 5 is 10. So that is 49 times 3 over 10 over 5, right? And 49 times 3 is 147 over 5. Let's just divide. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 9 is 45. Yes, I was guessing right. That is 29 whole. 2 over 5. The correct option is 29 whole 2 over 5. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 29 whole 2 over 5. 7 whole 3 over 7 times 7. Which is the correct option? The correct option is 51. The correct option is 51. Right? Option number 52 it is, because 7 times 7 is 49. 50, 51, 52 it is, and 7 and 7 cancel out each other. So the correct option is 52. 52 it is. Yes, very good. That is 52. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is multiply mixed numbers. Right now, the one we have just done is multiply mixed numbers and fractions. Now we are going to learn how do we multiply the mixed numbers. So multiplying mixed numbers is exactly same like you multiply two fractions, because first thing is you need to convert these mixed numbers to improper fractions, right? So start with the first one, that is 4 whole 7 over 9 times 7 whole 1 over 2. So just convert them both into the improper fractions and multiply like you do the fractions. Like 7 times 9 times, you have to do 9 times 4, that is 36, 37, 38, 39, 43 over 9 it is, right? And then you have to do 2 times 7 is 14 and 115 over 2. Okay, I'm going to divide them because they are the common factors, right? You can divide them by 3. 3 times 5 is 15 and 3 times 3 is 9. That is 43 over 3 times 5 over 2. So 5 times 3 is 15 and 1 carry. 5 times 4 is 20 and 1 215, and 3 times 2 is 6. So you can simply divide 215 by 6. So multiplying two mixed numbers is same as you multiply the fractions, because you always have to convert the mixed fractions to fractions, right? So that is 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 times 5 is 30. So the correct option is 35 whole 5 over 6. The correct option is 35 whole 5 over 6, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is 35 whole 5 over 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, which is the next one? Multiply 1 whole 1 over 7 times 3 whole 3 over 8. So which is the correct option? That is 7 over 7 times 1 is 7, and 1 8 over 7. 8 times 3 is 24, 25, 26, 27 over 8. You can cancel out the 8, right? You are left with 27 over 7, so you can simply divide. Which is the correct option? The correct option is 3 whole 6 over 7. Option number 3 is the correct option, isn't it? That is 3 whole 6 over 7. Option number 3 is the correct option. Very good. The next one is 4 whole 3 over 2 times 1 whole 1 over 2. So which is the correct option? The correct option is the correct option is 7. Option number 3 is the correct option. Multiply 10 whole 9 over 10 times 1 whole 3 over 5. So which is the correct option? correct option is, I can't guess. And then I need to solve this one because I cannot guess this way, right? 10 times 10 is 100 and 100 times 9, 100 plus 9 is 109 over 10. Then 5 times 1 is 5 and 6, 7, 8 over 5, right? 8 times 9 is 72 and 8 times 1 is 8 and 10 times 5 is 50. You have a common denominator 2. You can divide them by the common number 2. That is 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 6 is 12 over 25. Now you can divide 436 by 50. And 436 by 50 is 25, sorry. 436 by 25 is 17 whole 11 over 25. The correct option is 17 whole 11 over 25. Got it? The correct option is 17 whole 11 over 25. Got it? Next one is 5 whole 5 over 6 times 2 over 3. So which is the correct option? 6 times 5 is 30 and plus 35 over 6. 3 times 6 is 18, 19, 20 over 3, right? So which is the correct option? Okay, let's just guess the answer, right? I don't know. I am also going to guess the answers. 38 whole 8 over 9. Because usually option number 1 is the correct one, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. So you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. We were working on grade 6 maths. The chapter we were working on is multiply fractions, and the lessons we have covered today are multiply three or more fractions and whole numbers, estimate products of fractions and mixed numbers, multiply mixed numbers and whole numbers, then mixed numbers, multiply mixed numbers, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session. Rest, yes, if you have any question you can please ask. So if you need more help with the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to when I am being mean to the students. I think you are new here. And what do you mean by why? What time? Like what? When I am mean? You know the meaning of the word mean? Now you have to explain. I'm not yelling. I'm explaining these things for so long. No one is doing the practice questions. I don't have any right to ask you why you don't you why you are not doing the practice questions. And you are a student. You are not allowed to ask such questions. Okay? You can leave then. I am a teacher here, not your employee. You can leave. You have to complete the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework. Until next session. If you need more help with the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. You shut up. That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone. If you don't know how to talk to teachers, you have to learn the way to talk to your teachers, right? You are no one to say me shut up, right? I will complain administrator. Wait, they will contact your parents because you don't know how to talk to teachers. And also, I'm not yelling on you, or not, I am yelling even. If you don't like the way I am teaching, you don't like the way I am asking, you can leave.